Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, a place where all future millionaires come to get inspired. If you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome. And to everyone who subscribed to this channel already, thank you very much. We really appreciate. Today we'll be talking about 5 things that the rich do that the poor don't. I know and understand this might be controversial and very tough for some people to digest, but it's the truth. Rich people sacrifice a lot of time for the future. Rich people sacrifice the present for the future to build a better future for themselves. They start as early as possible. It's best to start 10 years ago, or even better to start yesterday, but it's more right to start now. It's never too late for anyone to start. Rich people invest their time on things that matter. While the poor go partying, the rich are hustling. While the poor are watching TV, the rich are reading self-development books. The poor spend a lot of time doing nothing, while the rich invest the time on their craft. Everyone have the same 24 hours per day, but they just use it differently, and you cannot expect the same result. Rich people believe they are responsible for their own fate. Successful people rely on themselves and on themselves alone. Why the poor look any opportunity to make excuses? It's because of the government. It's because of the market crisis. I never get the credit that I deserve. I never get lucky enough. These are all bullshit and you know it. The road to financial freedom is not an easy one, except you are born in a rich family. You have to work it yourself. If you are smart, you can speed up the pace, but there are no shortcuts. Rich people don't blame others for their misfortune, and they don't expect the government to take care of them. They take charge of their own life and craft it the way they want it to be. Always remember, if you are not building your life, someone else will hire you to build theirs. 90% of billionaires are self-made and they build from scratch through their hard work. It's time to make your choices wisely. 3. Rich people sleep less than the poor. The honest truth is, poor people are lazy. There are always exceptions and special circumstances, but majority of poor people end up poor because they lack the determination to escape those circumstances. Let's try to understand this a bit more. There are 2 types of laziness. Those who despise work and would rather sit at home and collect benefit from government or handout from family and friends and have a lot of children so that one might end up being the handout or a ticket out of poverty. The second laziness is the one that someone know investing their time on a new skill would definitely benefit them, but they choose not to do so. Rich people are not afraid to work themselves out. Every entrepreneur en route to success work at least 14 hours a day from the beginning. The less hours you sleep, the more time you have to dedicate to your work. The goal here, guys, is to have something worth waking up for. Don't get me wrong here. You can wake up at 4 a.m. every morning and still remain poor because you don't make good use of the time you have in hand in the day. The simple reason is that you are too lazy to learn and improve yourself up to the point where you know what to do each day until you reach your goal. 4. Rich people have money work for them. Unless you understand this, there is very little chance for you getting rich or remaining rich. Rich people don't make money for the purpose of spending it. They work so hard to get money so that they can make smart investment that in turn generates steady flow of income for them. This in turn protect them from working every day to make a living. Let's use real life example here, guys. 2 staff working and earning the same salary. Say for example, $100,000 a year. The first staff took their own money and bought the latest Range Rover Sport just so they can show off their latest wealth. But this is a depreciating asset. The moment you walk out of that showroom, it begins to depreciate in value. Cars lost about 10% of its value each year. So if you do the maths, you'll realize that in 10 years' time, that car would worth little or nothing. The other guy bought appreciating asset. Appreciating assets are assets that grow in value, such as houses, diamond, gold, just to name a few. The other guy who bought a house did not just get rent from his property for the last 10 years, but 10 years down the line, if he wants to sell that house, he is going to make more money compared to what he bought that house in the first place because it has appreciated in value. 5. The rich set financial goals. Every rich person sets financial goals. They are very clear about what they want to achieve in the next 1 year. In this way, they find ways to increase their output or make their work more efficient. The rich set more goals out of their comfort zone and push themselves to achieve them. Even if they do not achieve them at the end of the day, they are closer to them because they even started in the first place. Write your short-term goals everywhere that you can see them on a daily basis and tick them off when completed. For your long-term goals, make sure you carry them along in your wallet and continue to review them as you go. For you to grow, guys, you need to think like the rich. Get a mentor and try to follow their footsteps to develop yourself, and you are going to make it. If your dreams do not scare you, then they are not big enough. Credit to Liswi Makombe. If you are still watching, thank you. I remain your humble boy here, Terry Fudge from The Roots. Please subscribe and share, and we will see you again on the next one. Goodbye.